goalies Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And for the Pistons, we've got another hometown game here in Detroit. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched.
Yeah, two conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's McDermott in at the 3. Now here's Drummond on the wing. Johnson. Outside Jackson. Kicks it out to Johnson. Butler with the steal. And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Butler.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop. And guys, he's not the tallest or most imposing wing player, but Stanley Johnson has incredible strength and really unmatched confidence. One reason why so many were high on him in the draft.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
Kevin, we talked at length about how they plan to contain this excellent offensive ball club. He said, you know, our opponent changes, but our principles stay relatively constant. Throws and open three-pointers. If they're hitting contested jump shots, you just have to tip your hat to them. Kevin, a sound strategy.
All right, Doris, they're probably well aware of the firepower they're up against you.
You know, it sounds like it. I mean, their coach knows how tough it is to slow this team down, and he wants to make sure his guys understand that as well.
Yeah, I guarantee he got his point across when prepping them for this one. He focused clearly on their absolute toughest effort defensively.
Now, here is Morris. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. And for Johnson out of Arizona, Greg, his strength, as you were talking about, is his biggest asset. Helps that he has this incredible arm span. And Clark, you know what? He told me he likes to play the 2K game.
Yeah, he does enjoy that. He likes to play the real game, too,
yeah,
because he's hyper-competitive, and I think he's got a chance to be a superb defender at the NBA level.
The feed to Caldwell Pope. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
In the NBA of this era.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Anthony Tolliver out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Jody Meeks. Then there's Jackson. And it's Baines in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group Detroit will start the second with.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Meeks dishes to Harris. Shot clock at 5. And Meeks kicks to Tolliver. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Tolliver's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pistons. Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, take it himself. He's the one very best.
Guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
Noah with a screen on Harris. Here's Mirotic. Nikola Mirotic, drafted as a late first-rounder, Clark, back in 2011. The Spanish star finally made his rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was, Kevin. I mean, once he started to get consistent PT, I mean, he was remarkable. Can run like the wind for a big guy, not that strong, but more aggressive than you'd think.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Andre Drummond's checked in for Aaron Baines, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Jackson. Tolliver kicks to Harris. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And stolen by Mirotic. Moore with it. Passes it to Portis. And Moore kicks to Butler. To the middle. Pass to Mirotic. Good, and a nice assist from Noah.
And back to Mirotic last season. Per 36 minutes, he averaged 18 points, 9 rebounds. He was also a tremendous foul shooter for a rookie big, and made the all-rookie first team, was second in Rookie of the Year voting. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Bulls trail by 3. Moore outside. Down low. 11 feet away. Rebound, Detroit. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
The pass to Mirotic. With 4 seconds on the clock, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error that they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Mirotic really making a difference here.
Yeah, and the numbers don't jump out at you, but the impact on the game sure does.
Trust me, he's getting it done. Even though the numbers may not reflect it, this guy is making it happen.
So for Chicago right now, Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Gibbs at the small forward position.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
And guys, Andre Drummond has made quite an impression in the early stages of his career. Clark, you were just talking about that. Greg, I don't think anyone felt he would have such an impact this fast.
Yeah, I mean, he's already a mountain of a man among.
Off the inbound pass, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Here's Butler.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Johnson goes in. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Fires for 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
Going back to Andre Drummond, some say there aren't any true centers entering the NBA these days. But I look at Andre, I look at DeMarcus Cousins, Joel Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, and I think to myself, what are these people talking about?
Here's Morris. They get it back. Drummond, he kicks to Caldwell-Pope. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Puts up the baby hook. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And talking about Andre Drummond, I remember when he fell to number 9 on draft day. All sorts of experts were making excuses as to why. But even then, there was this eerie feeling that some teams had made a huge mistake in passing on him. And that feeling turned out to be correct.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Johnson. Here's Butler, back to Gasol. And it's sent back by Drummond. Caldwell-Pope kicks to Morris. Dishes it to Drummond. He feeds it to Jackson. Baines passes to Drummond. Detroit, no good that time either. Bulls trail by 9. McDermott dishes to Rose. Right side Gibson. Feeds to McDermott. Pass to Gasol. 5 to shoot. Rose kicks to Butler. Here's Gasol. Good D by Drummond.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
That pushes it to double digits. Baines has got his first basket.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be on the inside. Helped him make it happen. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Rose against Jackson. Now here's Rose. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Rose has got his third bucket of the night. Pistons leading by 8. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go for this. Then it's Johnson, and there's Anthony Tolliver, and it's Harris in at the power forward position. Rose, no good.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And he's good on the second. And for the Pistons, they're shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Meeks passes to Jackson. And there's a foul.
You've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Rose, that's good.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Detroit leading by 7. The dish to Meeks. Tolliver kicks to Harris. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And there's the feed to Meeks. And it's Rose penetrating, and Jackson with the block.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Jackson against Rose. A floater, good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night, 5 for 10 shooting.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
To the left wing, Mirotic has a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. The Pistons leading. Here's Meeks. Kicks to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from the line, and the ball goes. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
This is Chalmers up top. He's covered by Rose. Morris kicks to Johnson. He dishes it to Caldwell Pope. That one falls, coming off Johnson's.
Draw up a score here, but it's got to be a quick one.
Yeah, it has to be quick. They've got to convert, and then there has to be an immediate foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Here's Chalmers. Passes it to Drummond. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Gasol.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's at 4th. In the corner, it's McDermott. Pass to Moore. Unloads. But they get it back. Brooks, the pass to Mirotic. He kicks it to Moore. Here's McDermott. Johnson with the block. Morris misses there. And so the Pistons.
The 2K Sports postgame show.